Hey tribe, hey, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Enough Tower Grace. If you've been here before, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome in. Either way, welcome home. As far as announcements, you guys know how it goes around here. Anything you want to know is going to be in the description box of the channel. And the description box of the reading is the description of the reading. Yeah, gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. I'm going to keep showing up. Thank you for joining me every time that you do. All right, let's jump in. A couple words they want to say up front. Be mindful of what you're seeing, what you're allowing yourself to see these days, what you're taking in. Please understand that what you think you're seeing sometimes is not what you're seeing. And other times what you think you're seeing, that's exactly what you're seeing. And that's just what it is out here. Eight of Pentacles. It's the Hierophant. There is a judgment that is being meted out across the earth right now. It is, I call it the reckoning, okay? It is still a divine judgment. I just call it the reckoning. Other people may call it something different. Some people might not call it anything at all, but we're all experiencing it and witnessing it in whatever way that we are, okay? Please know that that is happening. I'm encountering people out and about who seem to be aware and awake, like, oh yeah, this is what's going on. And I'm encountering people who are just tra la la la, fa la la la. You know what I'm talking about? Don't get caught slipping. What's up with this Eight of Pentacles? We worked on something. We worked on something until we mastered it. The Empress. How to move in abundance. Okay. Or the Empress is a master. Page of Wands, Seven of Wands. Dang. Apparently the Empress is a master. And this is like the Eight of Pentacles, Page of Wands. This is like a master who's been proven. It's like the Empress is now, look, sometimes people might have a certain title because they inherited it. This is talking about an Empress who maybe they did inherit the title, maybe they didn't. We ain't talked about that right now. What we're talking about is this Empress has literally done the work, has literally been through the fire and back. So now they do what they want to do. Everybody else doing what they can. Okay? This Empress doing what she want to do. She's earned the right to do it. Eight of Pentacles. She did. Nine of Wands. Look, there's let's see, don't nobody gonna like it. The Knight of Pentacles with the Sixes. So where's this is like, we've been talking about this. This has been a long time coming to this Empress. This is the type of recognition that ought to have been put on this Empress's name. But as we've sorted out in these readings, it's just been some foolishness, right? But after a Seven of Wands, a Nine of Wands energy that has occurred, like, seriously, time and time again, now this Empress is able to move on in the Six of Swords with the Page of Wands. That's like a blank check to do whatever she wants, okay? It's like divine saying it's whatever you want out here. Because Eight of Pentacles, because you earned it. And listen, there is always going to be people who, each and every one of us sees what we see, we hear what we hear, and we're filtering it through our experience. So any of us could meet this Empress on any given day and think whatever we want to about this Empress based on when we meet her, okay? If we weren't there in the beginning of her story, we would not understand why she may be walking around like she owns the place, like she can do whatever she wants to do, which in this case is true. But can you understand what I'm saying? If you're just coming into the story, you're like, okay, so why? You would have had to have seen the beginning of the story to understand why this is the way it is and why this gets to be. This is really important. This is why I always tell you guys, stay in your lane. The divine moves all of us through seasons. And I've seen something like this before where somebody will be in this season because the divine has decreed this is their season of harvest. This is their season of abundance. And their neighbor or, somebody unfortunately close to them says, oh, why do you have all that? That's too much for you. Well, the divine didn't think so. The divine thought it was a perfect fit. Okay. I'm just putting it out there because I feel like in the spiritual community, we talk so much about blessings and miracles and we don't talk about the impact of that. I'm not that person. Okay. You come to a spiritual course with me, you come to a transformational course with me, we're going to go over the shadow side as well as the light side. It's really, really important. It's important that you understand when you receive the impact of your receiving it. And understand at the base level, that's why a lot of people are not willing to receive. They're not willing to do the work that it takes to receive. Okay? We're not going to go there. It's Friday, y'all. Happy Goddess Day. How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? Mom and them okay? That's good. That's good. You manifesting what you want? You got to love it all. Loving what you manifest is what trains you to manifest more efficiently, more cleanly, more clearly. Does that, you working with me? Okay, let's go. Let's go. Oh, Patreon, you're going to love your surprise. It's going to be so good. I'm so excited about it. For the rest of you, don't forget, astrology readings are 50% off for the month of August. Book it in August. Get your 50% off. Even if you're like, okay, I'm going to book it now, but I want it as a birthday present. That's okay. We'll schedule it for your birthday. It's fine. Okay? All right. But anyway, 4 of Swords after the 6 of Swords. It doesn't get any more peaceful and more ease than this. Than the 6 of Swords. It just don't. It just don't. I mean, that's just really good living. Living is easy right there. Yeah. And I love that that's the future. Like that's what this Empress is moving into after a long period of being in the 7 of Wands, of having to be defensive, of having to have their guard up all the time, of constantly shield, deflect. It's a beautiful thing to, you know what I mean? Like 6 of Swords, 4 of Swords, y'all. It's given sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. Like y'all know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, just that fight or flight turned all the way down. All the way down. Death and the 10 of Wands. Yeah. 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 No longer having to feel like you're constantly buried or burdened. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, it's kind of like, I don't want to say that, but that's what it's kind of like. I don't want to kiss, I don't know. Wow, okay. Ace of Swords, 7 of Swords, 6 of Wands. Yeah, okay. It's kind of like front-loading your karma. I talked about this before. I just, but I mean, fine. These cards came out. Let's just say it. Let's just say it then. It's kind of like, it's okay. Imagine, and listen, you got to imagine, but I don't know. Anyway, let me stop. Okay. Imagine that the divine comes to you and says, okay, this is what life is going to be like. Okay. When you get into your body, this is what it's going to be like. It's kind of like a race. Okay. Now, you can take all the hurdles up front. And then when you get to a certain point, it's just smooth sailing. You could do a randomized course. Like, you don't know when the hurdles going to come. You just know hurdles are going to come. You don't know when they coming, though. It could be randomized. Or you could start off easy and slow, you know, gain your strength, gain your momentum, and then take all your hurdles on the back end once you got your strength up. Okay? What you want to do? Which one you want to do? How you want to run this course? How you want to run this course? It's like the Empress says, well, I'll take all my hurdles up front. I'll take my hurdles up front. And in doing so, that's how this Empress in particular gained their strength. Right out of the gate. Jump, 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 jump. Like quick immersion, quick training. And so now they're a master at this. Only now that they've mastered this, guess what? Now the rest of their course is straight, flat, and easy. They don't got to jump no more. I mean, but because that's how they came out the gate, guess what? They're a beast. They're a beast. They're in the best, they're tip-top shape. You get what I'm saying? Like, they just, and now there's easy street for them. Now, people looking may have chosen the randomized course, right? So they don't quite have the same tone. They don't have the strength. They don't have the stamina as this Empress. They didn't choose. As a matter of fact, from where I'm looking at, not a lot of people chose hurdles first. A lot of people said, I don't even know what I'm doing. Why would I make it hard up front? Are you crazy? No. A lot of people chose start slow and easy, take your hurdles on the back end. And y'all understand. Listen, what would you have chosen? What would you have chosen? What did you choose? This Empress chose hurdles first. She said, I'll figure it out as I go. Anyway, that's what she did. She figured it out as she went. Okay. Now, for anybody else, please hear this carefully. For anybody else, this Empress, for everybody else who didn't choose what this Empress chose, she already knows what they're going to experience. Does that make sense? She's already done it. She took it's a human experience. There's only so many different, y'all, it ain't nothing but freaking, we just doing math and science. It's a human experience. There's only so many hurdles that humans get. Well, she took all hers up front. So now if you're standing next to her and you chose random or you chose hurdles at the end and you want to know how to jump over a hurdle, that's your girl right there. She's jumped that hurdle. She knows exactly how that goes. She can write you a little book about it. She did it, and she freaking mastered it. Hello. All right. Anyway, listen. I think what's interesting about this is how they're giving it to me. That choice. There's something significant about choice here. The Empress's choice, the choices you make, the choice we all make. Very, very interesting. Yeah. And it's something about, it's about to be obvious that this, see, there's some revelation about to occur, a revealing is about to occur, because what I just said. Because again, if you're on the outside looking in at this Empress and you watching her take all these hurdles up front, you don't know how to stay in your lane. And you don't know how to stay in your lane and mind the business that pays you. You might think all kinds of things about this Empress, right? Like, God, why can't they do anything? They can't do anything right. Every time you turn around, this person's messing. Oh my God, they can't win for losing. That's what it would look like. That's what it would look like. Yeah, think about that. Someone who takes all their hurdles up front, every time they get grounded, boom, something else, because they're taking all their hurdles up front. What you can't see is this person is actually being made indestructible. They're being made unbreakable. That's what you gotta take. Gotta look at both the light and the shadow side of all of it. Yeah, that person, like, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of failures. They fell down a lot. Yeah, but now look, you can't break them now. That's what they got. That's what they got out of all of that falling. You guys, justice is at the bottom of the deck. Let's keep going. What is this? I'm like, what is this reading? The Tower. Yeah. Now, I think what's unexpected is a few things are unexpected here. This have Four of Wands. Yeah. One of the things that's unexpected is nobody knew that this was possible. Okay. This is not the path that this Empress took. Is not a well-traveled path. Okay. It's not a path that people go down and then write books about and try to go, hey, look at what I did. That's not, no. And sometimes people do, but not a lot. These are not the kind of books that sell. Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all don't be running out to buy these books, okay? Maybe that changes, though. We'll see. And again, and I say that like, because at this point, this Empress has now completed a course that everybody else is still on. I don't know if y'all can understand the words coming out of my mouth right now. This Empress has done what everybody else still has to do. All of it. And now this Empress is about to sit down, and I'm telling you, somebody can see it right here in the cards. Somebody gonna feel some type of way. Why is she sitting down? Well, she finished, and they're gonna think, no, it's not possible to have finished. The rest of us are still going, yes, but this person chose to take all the hurdles up front, so their path is now flat and easy. They're at the finish line. You chose something different, so you still have work to do, okay? See, and this is, listen, I'm gonna do it. This is what happens when we start giving out participation prizes, and people think, oh, well, that person got a prize. That means it's time to receive prizes. They got one, so I get one. No, life doesn't do that. And I'm sorry that your kindergarten teacher did, and I'm sorry that your parents allowed it, but that is not reality, okay? Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you, that just, it's not, no, it's not reality. It's not. And I'm never going to say that. Five of Pentacles, Two of Wands. Hold, listen. People were too busy. People were too busy focused on how many times this Empress had fallen. They didn't see she was being made indestructible. And that's the Tower. People are now looking around like, holy crap, not only is the Empress still here, there's a Four of Wands here. There's a Tower to a Four of Wands. She's built something that isn't going anywhere. How did that happen? She's an Empress. No, yeah. Yup. I know. That's a part of the illusion. You consume enough of their programming, and you start to think that you know what an Empress looks like, or you know what a king or queen does, or you know, and you don't know any of this. You know the human interpretations of a lot of what is a spiritual authority. That's the, you know, the human interpretation of a spiritual authority is not, that ain't cute. Look what they did to the Bible. That is not cute. Let's go. Nine of Cups. Oh, that's too many cards. There's the Eight of Cups. All right, let's go. Transmuter energy, Seven of Cups. I tell you something about choices out here. What about this Seven of Cups, though? Tell me más, please. Dígame más, Ace of Pentacles. All roads lead to Rome. All choices. This is like having the golden touch right here. Okay, Seven of Cups to the Ace of Pentacles. Being able to choose that which is going to bring long-term success. The whole time this Empress was hopping these hurdles, she was learning. She was adjusting. She was building. I'm telling you, this Tower, Four of Wands, she was building. Everybody else is focused on, okay, well, she doesn't have this and she doesn't have that. She's too busy jumping hurdles. Yeah, but guess what? She's got exactly what she needs. She's got wisdom and discernment. And now when she makes a choice, that's it. It's like, you know, when you play pool, play billiards, you can call your shot. This Empress can call her shot and she's never gonna miss. Okay. And this is the type of stuff that people pay for. You understand what I'm saying? People pay to be able to have this level of, and it's called different things in the business world than it is in the spiritual community, right? But somebody who can like call it and then that's what it is. People across all types of sectors want that type of power, okay? This Empress has earned this power. I'm telling you, if she speak it, you can keep it. You can take it to the bank. Because she's done it. She's seen it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Anything else? Three of Wands. Yeah. I'm telling you, like this right here, this is giving a High Priestess. King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. But this is I think they're keeping it right here with an Empress because they want it to be clear. This is the part that was earned, okay? So yeah, this Empress may also be a High Priestess. Like I said, like there may have been some title that was inherited, but we're talking about somebody that earned this through experience, lived experience. Lived experience. What everybody else was calling bad, what everybody else was calling a failure, what everybody else was calling a fuck up, what everybody else was calling like unfortunate. Nah, this Empress has turned it all into a skill set, a toolkit of mastery that nobody else can compete with. This is fire. This is absolutely fire. King of Wands at the bottom deck. Can we get final messages out here? Ten of Cups. Damn. This is wild. I love it. I love this. I love it. And then part of it is a marching to the beat of your own drum. Again, I'm not going to say nobody else ever chose hurdles first. I'm just telling you it ain't a popular choice. You know, but this is the result in the end of what you get when you make that choice though. Yeah, I mean, wow. Just uncanny ability to succeed, to make choices that lead to long-term success. This is so cool. It's so cool. Page of Swords. An Emperor. Wow. Six of Pentacles. Five of Swords. The Emperor. Finish this run for me. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. So listen. Whoever this is that wants to bring smoke to the Empress's door, because that is here. Again, there's somebody watching. Page of Swords. There's an onlooker. Page of Swords, Five of Swords, who's in their field. They don't like that the Six of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. This Empress is just minding her business and getting paid to do it, and it is pissing somebody off. You know, but the cleanest thing I can say from this reading is make different choices. I don't, that's just what's here, is make a different choice. If you see somebody has something you want and you swear it should be yours, even though it's not in your lane, remember we talked about that? Okay. But you want to put it in your lane, then you got to make different choices. You got to make choices but not taking somebody else's. Final messages that I'm going. What? Yeah, let's go. have some coffee this morning. It's going to be great. I'm so excited. Oh man, it's a lot of cards. Dang, I don't want that many cards. Can I get... Yeah, there we go. 10 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. And it fell out on the Page of Swords. Yeah. Is there anything else? I feel like that's the message. Temperance, yeah, that's the message. Things are balanced now. Hangman. Yeah. This is beautiful. Things are balanced. The divine is now pleased with how things are. This is a reckoning right here. This is a judgment. This, I want you guys to know, this reading is a micro of the macro. So on a larger scale for all of us, a reckoning has occurred. We may have been looking around trying to figure out what are all these failures, like what is this and what is that, but something was being made indestructible, okay? I'm gonna leave this here. I hope it brought you some clarity and confirmation. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Turn your post notifications so the next time I drop a read, it shows up in your feed. This reading is timeless. Take it resonates, leave the rest behind for the next person. And if this did resonate with you, drop me a black heart emoji in the comment section below so I will know. In between now and the next time I drop a reading for you, trust your path, your process, and your purpose. Peace.